The struggles of today's youth, my dear young brothers and sisters. Today I want to speak directly to your heart because I know the battles you are fighting are not small. You live in a world where opportunities are countless, yet so are distractions. Every day you wake up with a phone in your hand, scrolling through pictures, videos, and updates that make you feel like you are falling behind, like others are living better lives than you, and like your own efforts are never enough. You see people displaying their successes, their looks, their wealth, and you begin to compare yourself, forgetting that what you see is not always the truth, but a carefully crafted image. This constant comparison steals your peace, and before you know it, your energy is drained not because you are incapable, but because you are measuring your life against a false standard. The modern youth is also trapped in the cycle of endless distraction. Social media, games, trends, and peer pressure create an environment where it feels easier to waste hours than to invest them. This does not mean that technology is evil, but rather that its misuse robs you of the greatest treasure you possess, your time. Time is more valuable than money, more precious than any possession, because once it is gone, it never returns. Many of you say, I will start tomorrow, I will change later, I will fix myself when I'm older. But the truth is, the habits you form now in your youth will shape the very person you become. If you waste these golden years, you will look back with regret, wishing you had invested your energy wisely. Another struggle that weighs heavily on today's youth is the lack of self-belief. Many of you have convinced yourselves that you are not talented, that you are not capable, and that success belongs to others but not to you. You doubt your ability to rise, and this self-doubt becomes your biggest enemy. You see, the world outside can criticize you, it can challenge you, it can even reject you. But the moment you start rejecting yourself, you have already lost. The chains of insecurity are stronger than any obstacle outside, and unless you learn to break free from them, you will never discover the greatness that lies within you. We also cannot ignore the pressure of fitting in. Young people today often feel they must look a certain way, speak a certain way, or live a certain lifestyle just to be accepted. They hide their true selves behind masks, fearing judgment or rejection. But the sad reality is, in trying to please everyone else, they forget who they truly are. You were not created to be a copy of someone else. You were created with your own purpose, your own identity, and your own light. And when you trade that uniqueness for acceptance, you lose the very gift that makes you special. And then there is the fear of failure. So many young people never start, never try, never take risks because they are too afraid of falling. They say, what if I fail? What if I embarrass myself? What if people laugh at me? But let me remind you, failure is not the opposite of success. It is part of it. Every successful person you admire today has tasted failure, has fallen many times. But the difference is they refused to give up. They understood that failure is a teacher, not an enemy. It shapes you, humbles you, and prepares you for growth. When you are afraid to fail, you are also afraid to succeed. So yes, the struggles of today's youth are real. Comparison, distraction, self-doubt, peer pressure, and fear of failure. But let me tell you something powerful. Every struggle is also an opportunity. The same phone that distracts you can educate you. The same failure you fear can elevate you. The same pressure you feel can strengthen you. The same self-doubt can be replaced with self-belief. What matters is not the struggle itself, but how you respond to it. If you let it defeat you, it will bury your potential. But if you rise against it, it will polish you into someone unstoppable. So my dear youth, recognize the battles you are in, but also recognize the strength you carry to overcome them. Do not waste your time comparing. Do not surrender to distraction. Do not believe the lies of your insecurity, and do not fear failure. These struggles are real, but they are not greater than you. Deep within, you have the ability to rise above them. And once you do, you will begin to uncover the power that was always inside you. The hidden strength within my beloved young brothers and sisters. After understanding the struggles you face, it is now time to remind you of a reality that many of you forget. You are far stronger than you think you are. Too often, you focus only on your weaknesses, your mistakes, and your failures, while completely overlooking the enormous potential that lies within you. Each one of you carries a hidden strength, a power that can transform your life and even inspire the world. But the tragedy is that most people never discover it. They live their whole lives underestimating themselves, while that treasure remains buried deep inside. Today, I want to remind you that you were not created empty. You were created with gifts, talents, and abilities that are unique to you. The problem is not that you lack strength. The problem is that you do not believe in it. When you convince yourself that you cannot do something, your mind and body accept defeat before even trying. But when you believe in your inner strength, something amazing happens. Your energy, your focus, and your determination align, and suddenly things that once seemed impossible become achievable. History is full of people who were told they could not succeed, who were mocked, who were underestimated, yet they rose and achieved greatness because they believed in the power within themselves. What makes them different from you? Nothing except their belief. Your hidden strength also lies in your ability to endure. Life will never be without challenges. There will be times when you feel broken, when everything seems against you, when the world feels heavy on your shoulders. But remember, you have already survived so much. Think of the hardest days you have faced in the past. At that moment, you thought you could not continue, yet here you are, still standing. That alone is proof of your strength. Do not underestimate the battles you have already won, because they show that no matter how difficult tomorrow may seem, you already carry the resilience to overcome it. Another aspect of your hidden strength is the uniqueness of your mind. No two people think the same way, and no two people see the world in the same light. Your creativity, your ideas, your way of solving problems, these are treasures. Too often, young people waste this gift by copying others, by trying to fit into a mold created by society. But the truth is, your originality is your power. The world does not need another copy of someone else. The world needs the authentic version of you. When you embrace your uniqueness, when you stop apologizing for being yourself, you will see doors open that you never imagined. There is also strength in your voice and in your choices. Every word you speak has the power to build or to break, to heal or to hurt, to inspire or to discourage. Many young people feel their voices do not matter. But history shows us that change has often started with the words of one determined individual. Your voice matters. Your decisions matter. Do not think you are too small to make a difference, because every great movement in this world began with one person who refused to remain silent. Your hidden strength is not only for your own success, it is also for uplifting others, for spreading kindness, for standing up against injustice, and for bringing light into darkness. Perhaps the most important strength you carry is the ability to grow. You are not fixed, you are not stuck, you are not limited to who you are today. Every day is an opportunity to learn, to improve, to become better than yesterday. The beauty of youth is that you have time on your side. Do not waste it doubting yourself. Instead, use it to develop yourself, to build skills, to expand your knowledge, and to strengthen your character. Growth may be slow, but it is powerful. Just like a seed that is planted in the soil. It may seem invisible at first, but over time it breaks through the earth and becomes a mighty tree. You too are that seed, and your hidden strength is waiting to break through if only you nurture it with belief, discipline, and patience. So, my dear youth, understand this truth. You are not weak, you are not vain, you are not ordinary. You are extraordinary, carrying within you a strength that can change your life and touch the lives of others. Do not let fear, doubt, or comparison silence that strength. Rise, discover it, and unleash it. For once you recognize the power within you, nothing in this world can stop you from achieving greatness. The power of discipline and consistency. My dear brothers and sisters, we have spoken about the struggles you face and the hidden strength that lies within you. But strength without direction is wasted, and talent without discipline fades away. One of the greatest secrets of success in this life is not found in shortcuts, luck, or sudden miracles, but in two simple but powerful habits: discipline and consistency. If you want to achieve anything meaningful, if you want to see real transformation in your life, you must learn to master these qualities. Sadly, this is where many young people fall. They start with passion, they begin with energy, but when difficulties come, when progress is slow, they give up. They think success is about speed, when in reality it is about consistency. Discipline is the ability to do what needs to be done even when you don't feel like doing it. It is the decision to wake up early, to focus on your goals, to resist distractions, and to remain committed when your emotions tell you otherwise. Emotions are temporary. They rise and fall like waves. But discipline builds a foundation that is unshakable. If you only rely on motivation, you will fail, because motivation comes and goes. Some days you feel inspired, other days you don't. But if you have discipline, you keep moving forward regardless of how you feel. That is why discipline is more powerful than motivation. It is the fuel that keeps you going long after the excitement has faded. Consistency, on the other hand, is the art of repeating small actions every single day until they produce great results. Most people underestimate the power of small daily habits. They think only big actions bring big changes. But the truth is, small steps repeated consistently create unstoppable momentum. If you read 1 page a day, you will finish several books in a year. If you save a little money regularly, you will build wealth over time. If you train your body daily, even for a few minutes, you will transform your health. Consistency compounds effort into excellence. Many young people start something strong but abandon it halfway. They don't see results immediately, so they assume it is not working. But life does not reward those who quit. It rewards those who persist. Think of the great achievers of history. None of them reached greatness overnight. Behind their success were years of silent discipline and consistent effort. The athlete who wins medals trained daily, often in pain, long before the world recognized him. The scholar who speaks with wisdom studied day and night, consistently, long before anyone knew his name. The business leader who built an empire started with small steps, patiently repeating them until they multiplied. If you want success, you must embrace this truth. Greatness is not built in a day, but it is built daily. Another reality is that discipline and consistency protect you from regret. Many young people live in distraction today, wasting hours scrolling, playing endlessly, or chasing temporary pleasures. It may feel enjoyable now, but years later they look back and regret wasted time. On the other hand, those who discipline themselves today, who work consistently, who sacrifice distractions, look back with pride and gratitude. The pain of discipline is temporary, but the pain of regret lasts a lifetime. Which pain will you choose? The temporary discomfort of discipline or the endless weight of regret? Also remember that discipline is not about restricting your life, it is about directing it. Many think discipline means losing freedom, but the truth is the opposite. When you are disciplined, you control your time, your choices, and your future. Without discipline, you are a slave to laziness, to distraction, to other people's opinions. True freedom comes when you discipline yourself to live with purpose. And consistency ensures that freedom lasts because every day you reinforce the habits that make you stronger, wiser, and closer to your dreams. So, my dear youth, let me tell you this. Do not wait for the perfect time. Do not wait to feel ready. Start now with discipline and stay consistent. Cotton, even if your progress is slow, it is still progress. Even if your steps are small, they are still steps forward. The journey may be long, but consistency will carry you across mountains. Be disciplined in your studies, in your work, in your health, in your relationships, and in your spiritual growth. That's it. Be consistent in kindness, in gratitude, in honesty, and in self-improvement. These qualities will not only change your life, they will make you unstoppable. Discipline and consistency may sound simple, but they are the dividing line between those who dream and those who achieve, and those who achieve. Anyone can wish, anyone can desire, but only those who discipline themselves and remain consistent taste the sweetness of success. Do not be among the quitters, be among the committed. Because when you combine your hidden strength with discipline and consistency, no obstacle will be too great, no challenge will be too heavy, and no dream will be too far. The light of values kindness, gratitude, honesty, my beloved brothers and sisters. As we walk further on this journey of self-discovery and transformation, we must pause and reflect upon the values that shape who we are. No matter how talented, intelligent, or skilled a person may be, if their character is empty, their success will be shallow. A life of true greatness is not measured only by achievements or possessions, but by the values that radiate through our actions. Among the most powerful values that can transform our lives and attract goodness are kindness, gratitude, and honesty. These values not only enrich your own life, but they touch the lives of others, leaving behind a legacy that outlives you. Kindness is a language that requires no translation. It is the act of softening the hearts of others through compassion, empathy, and care. Many young people today are pressured into thinking that strength comes from being harsh, proud, or selfish. But in reality, true strength is shown through gentleness and kindness. When you smile at someone, when you lend a hand, when you show patience, you are not only improving their day, you are also elevating yourself. Science even shows that kindness reduces stress, improves health, and attracts positivity into your life. But more than science, kindness is a reflection of humanity. It is what makes the world brighter in times of darkness. Remember, kindness is never wasted, even if people do not thank you. Your act of kindness plants a seed that grows in ways you may never see. He may never see. Gratitude is another value that can change your life completely. Many people chase happiness in material things, believing they will only be content once they achieve more. But the secret of contentment lies not in having everything, but in appreciating what you already have. A grateful heart sees blessings where others see nothing. Gratitude makes even the smallest things feel abundant and gives you peace no wealth can buy. When you wake up in the morning and are grateful for life, health, and opportunities, you carry a lightness in your heart that no hardship can crush. How? Gratitude turns struggles into lessons, pain into growth, and ordinary days into gifts. Without gratitude, you will always feel empty, no matter how much you achieve. But with gratitude, even the simplest life becomes rich. Honesty, too, is a value that holds immeasurable power. In a world full of deception, dishonesty, and shortcuts, being truthful is a mark of real courage. Many young people are tempted to lie, to cheat, to pretend, thinking it will bring quick success. But dishonesty only builds castles of sand that collapse with the first wave. Honesty, on the other hand, builds foundations of stone that last for generations. When you are honest, people trust you. They respect you. Most importantly, you respect yourself. You walk with dignity, knowing you do not live behind a mask. Honesty may not always be easy. It may sometimes bring challenges, but in the long run, it always brings peace, honor, and blessings. Remember, your reputation is one of your greatest treasures, and honesty protects it. These three values, kindness, gratitude, and honesty, are not small matters. They are forces that can shape your destiny. They attract love, respect, and opportunities into your life. They strengthen relationships, open doors, and give meaning to your journey. When people remember you, they will not remember how much money you had or how many possessions you owned. They will remember how you made them feel, how you treated them, how you lived your values. And when you leave this world, your values will remain behind as your true legacy. So, my dear youth, I urge you to build your life upon these lights. Be kind, even when others are not. Be grateful, even when life is difficult. Be honest, even when dishonesty seems easier. These are the qualities that will not only bring success, but will also bring peace to your heart and respect to your name. Do not underestimate the power of values. Knowledge and skills may take you far, but it is your values that will determine how high you rise and how long you remain. Hold on to them tightly, live them sincerely, and you will find that the world becomes brighter, not just for you, but for everyone around you. Living with purpose and vision, my dear brothers and sisters, one of the greatest tragedies of our time is seeing so many young hearts filled with potential, yet living without a sense of direction. They wake up every morning, go through the motions of life, and go to bed at night without knowing why they are alive or what they want to achieve. Life without purpose is like a ship without a compass, drifting endlessly at sea, carried away by the waves of distraction and the winds of other people's opinions. But life with purpose is different. It is like sailing with a clear destination. No matter how strong the storms, you know where you are heading, and that gives you strength to endure. Purpose is the force that gives your life meaning. It is what wakes you up in the morning with energy, what drives you to work hard even when you are tired, and what makes your struggles worthwhile. Too many young people today waste their golden years chasing empty pleasures, glued to screens, comparing themselves to others, or running after temporary highs. The truth is, the world does not reward those who simply exist. It rewards those who live with vision. If you have no vision, you become part of someone else's vision. If you have no goals, you end up serving someone else's goals. That is why it is crucial to stop and ask yourself, what is my purpose? What do I want to leave behind when my time on this earth is over? Having a vision does not mean you must know every detail of your future. It means you have a direction, a bigger picture, a dream that pulls you forward. Purpose gives you the discipline to say no to distractions, the courage to rise after failure, and the patience to keep going when the path is long. For example, A student who studies just to pass exams will quickly lose motivation. But a student who studies because they want to become a doctor to save lives, or an engineer to build a better world, or a teacher to guide the next generation, that student has fire in their soul. Their vision fuels their actions. Sometimes young people feel they have no purpose because they are not extraordinary, not famous, not wealthy. But purpose is not about being seen by millions. Purpose is about meaning. Even a small act, like raising a child with love, helping a neighbor, or using your skills to solve problems in your community, can be a great purpose. The size of your purpose does not matter as much as the sincerity with which you live it. What matters is that you are not drifting blindly, but you are living with intention, with clarity, with commitment. Another important point is that your purpose must be bigger than just yourself. If your only goal in life is to be rich, popular, or admired, you may achieve it, but you will feel empty inside. True fulfillment comes from knowing your life makes a difference for others. When your vision includes service, contribution, and legacy, it gives you a deeper strength. The greatest leaders, thinkers, and achievers in history were not those who lived only for themselves. They were those who lived for a cause greater than themselves. That is why their names live on long after they are gone. To live with purpose, you must also have clarity. Many young people have dreams but never write them down, never make plans, never take steps. A vision without action is only a wish. Start small. Write your goals. Break them into steps. Be consistent. Do not wait for the perfect time. It never comes. Every day you delay is a day wasted. The more you act on your vision, the clearer it becomes. My dear youth, I remind you, life is short. The years pass quickly. Do not waste them wandering aimlessly. You have been given talents, time, and opportunities for a reason. Find your purpose, build a vision, and live for something greater than yourself. When you live with vision, every day has meaning. Every challenge becomes part of your journey. Every success becomes sweeter because it contributes to your legacy. Do not settle for being ordinary when you have the potential to be extraordinary. Step into your purpose and you will find not only success, but true fulfillment.